Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a GUI that can be opened and closed by a player. So to start, what we want to do is head up to View and open up our Explorer and our Properties. Now you'll get these two panels that appear each side of the screen. What we want to also do is under View, open up our Output. This is where if we get any errors from our scripts, they will appear down here. So let's start by making a GUI. To create a GUI, you need to head over to Start a GUI, click the Add, and we need to add in a screen GUI. Now a screen GUI will display information to the user on the screen, whether that be images, texts, it can be anything. But this is what allows us to implement user interface into our game. Now I'm going to keep this as screen GUI and I'm going to add a button. Now I'm going to add in a text button, you could add an image button, but I'm going to keep it basic with text. Now I'm going to right click and rename this to Open Button, and I'm going to maybe size it to 50 by 50 pixels. Actually 75 by 75 pixels. Now bear in mind, when it comes to sizing with an offset or pixels here, the problem we will have is that different devices will have different screen sizes. So you'll see as I move this in, this will stay a constant screen size no matter how big everything else is, which can become a problem for larger or smaller devices. UI might overlap or it might cover bits of the screen. Now if you want it to scale with the screen, if we go under size, rather than having an offset, we want to have a scale. So let's put under size 0.10 for the 0 offset, 0.10, and we'll get like a little rectangle. Now as we adjust it, you'll see down here it's adjusting by the first digits and not the second, which means that we are adjusting by scale. So now I'm going to scale this to 75 and 75, and as you will see now, as we move this, the button scales with the size of the screen, which I think is a lot better. Now I'm going to put this over here on the left side of the screen, and under the text I'm going to rename the text. If we go to text, I'm going to call this Open. Now we can play around with this, we can make it bold, we can give it a bit of an italic look, but I'm going to make it bold and I'm going to give it the font press start, why not? And let's scale up the text. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, under our screen GUI, add a frame, and a frame is like a little screen. It's kind of a, it's like a background to other UI. So you can put UI in it and you can all adjust it with one frame. I'm going to drag this frame into the middle of the screen, size it to about 0.50, 0.50, put it in the middle of the screen. I might actually make it a bit bigger than that, like so, and this looks good to me. Now in this frame I maybe might change the background colour to kind of maybe like a pink colour, why not? Let's give it a pink colour, and maybe I might put in, say, text label in here, and on this text label I might have it say shop or something like this, like shop. Now I'm not going to really go into too much detail about making UI, as this video is more about how to open and close UI. I'm just kind of going off the assumption you've already got UI created. However, if you want to learn how to make UI, let us know and we can make a potential little mini series out of it, going over all the must knows. So there we go, we've got our shop here, and of course we're going to need a close button. So let's duplicate our open button by right clicking and duplicating, or Control/Command D. Drag that into our frame. Let's bring it top right, and I'll make it 67 by 67, like so. And now, rather than this being open button, I'm going to rename it to close button. And I'm going to change the text to close. And I might make this button red. And I might change the text to be red as well. White, sorry. White. There we go. Now if I click this frame, I'm going to go to the visibility and hide it. And if we were to click this open button in game, nothing will happen yet. And that is because we need to make some adjustments. We need to add a script. So let's go to this open button and add in a local script. It's got to be local because that means it will only happen to the player that clicks the button. Now let's clear all this code and let's start by creating a variable which we will assign as the frame. So let's say local frame equals script.parent.parent.frame. Now what this means is local frame is our identifier here. It's the name of our variable. We are basically saying script.parent, which is this open button, .parent is the screen GUI, .frame. So our frame is this frame here. So now what we want to do is say script.parent, which is this button, .mouse button one click, :connect function. Now this may look a bit confusing, but what it means is basically when this open button is clicked, because script.parent is the open button, when it is clicked, we are going to write some code here and call it. Now, what code do we want to call? Well, we want to open the frame, so let's create some code to open the frame. We say frame.visible equals true, and that's it. That will make our frame visible. Now, if we were to test this, hit play, spawning in the void apparently, but we will see if we click open, the shop opens. Now we can't close it or anything, so let's work on a close button. So for a close button, we're going to copy all of this code here, and we're going to go under our close button, add a local script, paste all of this code, but this time it's just going to be equals false. And now we don't need script.parent.parent.frame. Let's have a look. Script.parent is the close button, .parent is the frame. So we can set the frame to just script.parent.parent because that is where the frame is. Now, because we've set that equal to false, if we hit play, we will now be able to hit open, and we can also close this screen as well. Now, if you want to learn how to actually make UI and design it and make it look good, then let us know and we can make a little mini series on user interface in Roblox and we can help you out with it. So yeah, just let us know if you would like to see how to make UI. But that is all for today, so thank you so much for watching everyone, and I hope to see you in the next video. I apologise it's been a while since we've uploaded, but we've just been busy, and yeah, I'll see you next time. So thanks for watching everyone, goodbye.